Welcome back once again to the Dojo of Game. And today we have Greg Doucette exposed. This guy John Bravo always makes really sick videos, so why not check it out and see what he's getting exposed for. I mean, Greg Doucette is always involved in scandals and drama. That's basically his brand. Is it the drama that he was having with his best friend? Is it the drama of his ex-wife? Who knows? Let's get into it.
Shit. I'm the one calling the shots. I don't get stuck in the box. Feel like I've been through a lot.
Mike Israetel was spewing nonsense and failed to correct it.
I don't think there's a real Greg Doucette anywhere in there, man.
I never hold things against him. I don't know like him as a person. They're not friends.
He knows for a fact that Mike Israetel was spewing nonsense and failed to correct it.
I don't think there's a real Greg Doucette anywhere in there, man. It's facades all the way down. It depends on what he has to be for the situation at the time.
I find it extremely ironic that what Mike Israetel is saying about me is literally a projection of what I do believe these two people are in this video.
It's Christmas time. You know, a time for peace, love, forgiveness, all those good things. But do you think we're gonna get it? No. You know why? Craig and Johnny, they're at it again.
Bro, I told you guys, man. This guy John Bravo, his editing is sick.
These guys used to be good friends. But what happened?
Remember, Johnny and I used to be very good friends. I'm saying used to be. He, without a doubt, knows that I do not want to talk to him. We've had banter in the past. I'm not going to show the text messages, but you probably remember when he went and approached me at the Olympia. Do you really think I wanted to be in his video? Of course not. There's no way I want to be in this video, but yet he doesn't care. He doesn't care about my feelings.
So these guys, Johnny...
It really seems like high school drama, the way that the two friends are fighting and they're putting their drama out on there online for everybody to know what's going on. Personally, if I had a beef with somebody, I would just keep it to myself. But it also is a YouTube game, so drama does make money.
They're going at it again. And this time, you know, Christmas, like I said in the beginning of my video, it's supposed to be a time for loving people, spending time with family, giving people gifts, your friends, your loved ones. That's what the time is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be Christmas morning. You wake up. I woke up Christmas morning expecting a nice gift in front of me. Instead, I see a video of Greg and Johnny going at it again, and we thought all this stuff was in the past. We thought it was finished, and we thought, you know, it's not an issue no more. We saw the video of them at Olympia. We thought it was done. But no, it's not finished. And people are mad. People are saying, you know, why isn't this going on behind the scenes? Why is this done in open so we can all see it? We don't want to watch it, right? Even though we know everyone wants to watch it. Drama is the number one thing that gets views on YouTube, is drama. So we all know this already, right? But what you guys don't know is, because I know, is that Johnny has tried many times to reach out to Greg behind the scenes. Many times over the past few months to try to talk to him, to try to become friends again. And every time Johnny reached out to Greg, Greg goes and he says, you know, we're not friends. I don't know why you're reaching out to me. Don't contact me ever again. And this happened many times.
I am not your friend. We're not buddies. We don't talk to each other. Why are you writing me? I've said this. I'm not going to read the messages, but Johnny knows we're not friends. He's not to approach me. I don't want him recording me in videos, and he needs to stop taking advantage of people. We've had banter in the past. I'm not going to show the text messages, but you probably remember when he went and approached me at the Olympia. Do you really think I wanted to be in his video? Of course not. But he comes and approaches me with his camera woman, and she's looking at me and I'm looking at her, and I know that she knows there's no way I want to be in this video. But yet he doesn't care. He doesn't care about my feelings. He doesn't care about other people's feelings. He'd do whatever it takes to be successful.
So Johnny has...
See, it's really hard to gauge Greg's personality because sometimes on some of his videos he comes off to me as a weasel. On other times he comes off as a cool guy. I don't really know where he is. Maybe somewhere in the middle. I mean, most of us are somewhere in the middle. All of us have our faults, so I'm not really trying to diss Greg here. But also, I don't even know what the drama actually is. Neither does John, I'm guessing. How would you really know what happened personally between two people? Maybe it's something big that happens. That's the reason why Greg doesn't want anything to do with him. Or maybe Greg's just a very sensitive guy and he holds grudges. Either way, if he's holding a grudge, that's not a good thing. If he's avoiding him for the purpose of just his own mental peace, then that's reasonable as well. But when it comes to holding grudges, you're actually doing more damage to yourself than you're doing to the person. That's why forgiveness is more than just for the other person. You're forgiving them that peace, but you're also giving yourself peace. If you don't hold forgiveness, you hold grudges, you're putting yourself in a state of anxiety and cortisol, and you're actually causing yourself brain damage. So you're taking away more from yourself than you're taking from the other person holding a grudge. That's why I don't believe in holding grudges. I hold grudges against no one. Anyone who's done me wrong, I forgive them. But obviously, if there's a reason to avoid somebody, you're going to have to do that as well. It doesn't necessarily mean you're holding a grudge. Just, that's why, like the Bible teaches forgiveness. And it's not only the Bible, it's backed up also by psychology. This is one of the most powerful ways to liberate your mind and to feel peace at yourself, is just to be able to forgive people. So remember that if you feel a grudge against somebody, you feel like you really don't like this person, once you liberate yourself from that feeling, it's not for just that person. It's also mostly for you, because you're taking away that cortisol, stress, and anxiety that you're constantly putting on your mind and on your body. That's causing wear and tear and probably aging you prematurely.
Tried to go behind the scenes, but like I said about drama, we all know as YouTubers, okay? I know, Johnny knows, Greg knows. Drama is the number one thing that gets views on YouTube. When it's some good story, nobody cares. They don't want to watch it. But if it's drama, like a soap opera, that's what people care the most about, even if they don't want to admit it. And Greg knows this. He's the king of drama videos. So if there's an opportunity for him to make a drama video, especially with somebody that is not his friend, that he wants to use for an opportunity for himself to get views, but not only get views, Greg is smart. He's using this opportunity because Johnny didn't look good in that video, nor did Mike Israetel, which I'm going to talk about in a second here. They didn't look good in that video, and Greg knew it. So he used that opportunity to create a video on his own for views, but also to try to show people that he's the good person and the narcissist is Johnny and Mike. So Greg used this opportunity for all those reasons.
And so let's watch the video so that I can prove, that's right, prove every last one of you who watches this video is going to know that I never lied and that they did.
In real life, he doesn't talk like that. The voice is fake at all. I don't think there's a real Greg Doucette anywhere in there, man. It's facades all the way down. It depends on what he has to be for the situation at the time.
I find it extremely ironic that what Mike...
All right, let's do some basic analysis. Obviously, Greg Doucette is a bit of a narcissist. I think anybody who would get into bodybuilding on a serious level has to be a bit of a narcissist in order to give themselves that extreme attention that is needed to be a bodybuilder. But you can see that he has a picture of himself here in the back. and he's making sure that the picture of himself is seen on the camera so that he can basically have himself 2 times, kind of admiring his self. Now, admiring yourself could be good to an extent, but it also does put you in the realm of narcissism. You really have to be careful with that. So I could guess pretty accurately, but I might be wrong. I do think Greg is a bit of a narcissist.
Ratel is saying about me is literally a projection of what I do believe these two people are in this video. I'm sorry, but this is what I feel they are.
So what happened was Johnny was on a podcast with Mike Israetel. And Mike said in the video, he goes, I don't think that most of Greg Doucette's audience, I don't think they know that Greg is not a doctor. And Johnny, he sat there. He didn't say anything, but he was laughing. He was enjoying the show.
You can say I'm being overly dramatic. I'm just telling you the truth.
If it's funny and it's a joke, I love it. And that's almost certainly what Greg is doing. Yeah. But I think a lot of people on this channel don't actually know that he's not a doctor at various points. And that's kind of on them.
I mean, I'm shocked right now that Mike Israetel actually thinks that I've said I'm a doctor, that I confuse my audience, that I trick them, that I say I'm a doctor, that I speak in a parrot voice, and that I get away with saying certain things.
You never can quite tell when people are joking and when they're not. An example is Greg Doucette. At various times calls himself Dr. Greg. He's not a doctor.
And so he says I'm saying I'm a doctor, but yet I've never said that. And I mean, we have evidence. I literally was selling this shirt. I'm not a doctor.
Cheating at every sport you ever played makes you a doctor. Dope. I got 8 PhDs in that case. If speaking in a parrot voice makes you a doctor, amazing. Dr. Greg it is.
If somebody else were interviewing Mike at this time, somebody who knew me and knew the answer, would they not say, hey, actually, he's never actually said that. He's actually quite clear in saying he isn't a doctor. Just wanted to clear that up. And Mike could have said, oh, I never knew that. I thought he was saying to be a doctor. Oh, he's not that bad after all. He's not a liar. He's not pretending to be whatever it is he needs to be. I've been accused of being a lot of things. Snake oil salesman, narcissist, all kinds of things. Not those things. And he sits there and says nothing. He doesn't defend me. He doesn't say you're lying about Greg saying he's not a doctor. Greg has never said that. Greg, in fact, has a shirt saying I'm not a doctor. Literally, I've been saying it for years. From day one, I said, listen, I am no doctor, not your doctor. I am not a doctor.
I've been on TRT for over 10 years, and it's done so much for my life to make me...
All right, we got an advertisement. Not interested in the advertisement, sorry. But as far as Greg not being authentic on YouTube, I don't necessarily think that makes him bad. I think most people aren't very authentic. I think most people are playing a character. For example, Andrew Tate plays a character. Greg obviously plays a character. iSpeed plays a character. Tony Huge. Well, actually, Tony Huge, I think he's just a wild dude. I don't think he necessarily plays a character. So it can be there. I think Cali Musso plays a character. Pretty much a lot of the big YouTubers are playing a character. I mean, is it them? It's partly them, and it's sort of like an extreme version of who they would be, like a cartoon version of them. So, I mean, it's part of the YouTube game. It's part of being an entertainer. I don't necessarily think that that makes him a bad person. I think the only people that can be completely genuine in YouTube and maintain the entertaining aspect of it would be like a podcaster, somebody who just speaks. But if you're like, for example, if I were to dedicate this channel completely towards, eating healthy, right? That's something I know about. I would have to make it entertaining. I wouldn't just be able to talk about eating your vegetables and stuff like this. Nobody would watch it. So I would have to create a character, probably put some sunglasses on, have my shirt off and flex my abs the whole time. Who knows? You have to create a character, and it's just part of the game. It's not necessarily something bad. I mean, is John Bravo making a character as well? Is his voice really that smooth and eloquent? And he literally has the perfect narrative voice. I mean, maybe he's just genetically gifted and that is his real voice. Who knows? So I can't knock Greg for that.
I trust that I actually did the whole process with, and pricing is competitive, similar to everybody else who does it. But this is a
Okay, I got a phone call. My camera just died. So I'm going to cut the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around. Peace.